What's up, this is Jake and Kristen with Hike 734, and today we're wrapping up a backpacking trip to Elizabeth Lake in the Belly River region of Glacier National Park. We started out over at the Chief Mountain Trailhead by the US border and then worked our way all the way down through the Belly River and up the Belly River all the way to Elizabeth Lake, and then we did a day trip up to Helen Lake, and now we're working our way out. And yeah, it just starts out descending through the trees about 700 feet with some views as we started to get lower down, which is always a bummer having to come back out of that thing. But yeah, we just worked our way down on a beautiful day and came down, eventually breaking out into some of the wonderful wildflower meadows. And this time of year, it's just popping. The birds are singing. We got to see some birds as well as hearing a lot of them. But yeah, just the Belly River area, just so many cool meadows with just huge towering mountains and only accessible if you backpack. But yeah, we eventually worked our way through patches of trees and whatnot and made it all the way over to the Belly River Ranger Station, which such an idyllic setting, and looking up at Gable Peak with the really pretty stripes on it, and man, just such a sweet spot. And then from there, we worked our way along the swollen Belly River. We have gotten a ton of rain in a short order, and so the river was insane. And it was all brown from all the runoff, and yeah, it looked like spring runoff. But yeah, after entering through the trees and wandering along the river for a little bit, we dropped down to cross over the Belly River, and it was roaring and just making all kinds of noise, and more treed walking until we got to one of my favorite waterfalls in the park, and that is Dawn Mist Falls. And we got to see it just in the evening, which is great because there's some really cool rainbow action going on, but just the entire power of the Belly River just dropping. So pretty. And yeah, from there we continued on and worked our way through the trees some more, and eventually popping out at Elizabeth Lake, and just such a pretty spot. And yeah, it was a little cloudy the first night, but yeah, just wonderful. We're out here doing some more goat and loon surveys. So that evening we saw some mountain goats popping out onto the hillside. So we counted them, and it was part of our survey. You can see some of them here. It was really fun, and always nice to see them. And then from there, we spent the night, woke up the next morning, and did a loon survey. We did see one loon, but not sure if it has a partner in their nesting or not. But with the high water, we're not exactly sure of any success in that regard. But yeah, just worked our way along the lake with beautiful views, lots of mud and water over the trail. And once we passed the Elizabeth Lake Head campground, we ended up coming over and just seeing some water on the trail. You could see some of the carnage of all the rain, and there's definitely like a huge pond out there. It was pretty funny. But anyways, from there, we worked our way up to Helen Lake, where we were doing another survey. We ended up not seeing any loons up there, and we were also looking for some eagles, and we saw some flying around, but definitely did not see a whole lot in that regard. But yeah, it's just such a pretty lake up there, just kind of tucked in the mountains. And we wish we could have crossed over into the campground area, but alas, the bridge was out. It just got knocked out by the heavy rains and the swelling river. But yeah, it was, from there we just went back to camp and just saw the beautiful, the evening, just smiling on the lake there. And yeah, anyways, we spent another night and then came out this morning. We're just working our way down, and it's really cool just to come back over and see Dawn Mist Falls when the sunlight is hitting it in a different way, and it's just so pretty, so powerful. And yeah, just a really cool way to kind of wrap up the old trip here as we just kind of hammer on out. We're going to go past the ranger station and then climb that 700 feet back out to our car. But anyways, this is Jake and Kristen with Hike 734 on a little backpacking trip in the Belly River area of Glacier National Park.
If you like this video, make sure you subscribe on YouTube and head on over to hike734.com for more goodness.